Sup peeps? I just I just had a session with my therapist, and man, that went pretty interesting. I have always been of that mantra, live and let live. But man, when it comes to certain things, man, I'm just gonna be honest. I just have a very 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 hard time under you know like let's just take health. I basically got pissed off in my therapy session, and I just went on a rant about health and how many people put their health on the back burner, so to speak. And right now I am in my 30s right now, and when I was in college, right, in my early and mid 20s, I I would just, cuz I can be outgoing, and I would just walk up to random people at my college, and I would just, start up conversations with people, and call me up bold and gutsy, but most of the time I would ask for people's yeah, fuck it, digits, and for the most part it would go well and stuff, but oftentimes at I would go and call them up, or send a text, right? And I was just interested in just meeting up, friendships and things like that. And I can tell you from personal experience that most people, even though people would say they care about their health, their actions do not show it at all. I got tons of people, like literally dozens of people, who say I don't have time to work out. I'm in school for full time. I have a part time job. Some people even worked full time while in school full time. I have kids and family, and while I completely understand where people are coming from, that is no excuse to basically not take action to work out, to eat right, etc., etc. And I can almost guarantee you that most of these people who say they don't have time to work out are probably, there's a good chance that they are watching at least an hour each day or night watching TV. How do I know this? Because I have friends and family who tell me they don't have the time or energy to work out, but they have the time and energy to watch an hour uh, of the news, in the morning, you know, like my parents, they claim they don't have time or whatever to work out, but they watch a couple hours, like of like the news networks in the morning and in the evening, and you know they'll watch shows like Seinfeld, or like things like NCIS or Law and Order, and while there isn't anything wrong per se in watching TV in let's say moderate moderation, I personally know for know for a flaming fact that watching hours and hours a day, let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours a day, is not healthy. It's not healthy for your physical health or your mental health at all. You know, I can actually make a video on on how uh, on how TV is a form of mind control. You know, I could talk on and on about that shit, but however I won't in this one. But man, health, dude. People actually people are so programmed by this matrix that, you know, working 9 to 5 and just being a slave to the man, that people neglect their health, man. So even if it's just, you know, half an hour a day or something like that, you know, take a walk, you know, in your area. You know, if you have dogs, you know, that's just an added bonus. You know, I have dogs, and let me tell you, I walk my dog and every day. You know, I hike at times. You know, I lift weights. I body weight exercises. I'd say in the last month or so, I've gotten into yoga, and let me tell you, that is challenging. You know, I have I have much to improve on with my flexibility. But man, I'm call me a hard ass, but there is zero excuse for the average person not not to work out. I actually crave working out. I actually have, you know, I'm, like I said earlier, I'm in my 30s right now, but I actually began working out in like high school pretty much. And actually, I'll be honest, man, when I was younger, I was vain as fuck, man. All I cared about was just looking good, wanting to have, you know, like larger muscles, the six pack. I wanted it all. I actually looked up to. I actually was you know, I looked up to uh, uh, Arnold, you know, because, you know, he was jacked, man. Obviously, I, you know, at you know, when I was younger, I was naive of the fact that the guy was on steroids, but nonetheless, he did get me inspired, along with tons of other people. So just work out, you know. I'm at the point now where it's not hard at all to have have the time. So many people think that you have to have all this discipline, you know, to basically work out and be healthy. But I believe once you work on your mind, you know, and you just have the attitude where I'm going to be healthy, it just becomes easier to just get in that habit of working out and taking care of your body. So that's pretty much it, you know. That's right now was on my mind. All right, peace.